Okay, so by now we know that Apple has launched 3 new iPhones at its event a few days ago. The elephant in the room, or should I say elephants? Well, whatever it is, the iPhone XS, XS Max and XR have definitely turned around a lot of heads. These new iPhones have replaced the iPhone X, that is, the iPhone X has officially been discontinued. Why? Well, the iPhone XS cost the same as iPhone X did when it came out, which is $1,000, and with Apple introducing a cheaper phone, the iPhone XR at $750, they can't really decrease the price of iPhone X, so that's what they did. Now, let's talk about the 3 new phones. Design-wise, nothing has changed, the build is the same and that big notch is still on the top. All of them support wireless charging and all of them are water resistant. The major difference here is the 7nm A12 Bionic chipset powering those devices. The iPhone XS, which is the mainstream phone or the leader if you will, has a 5.8-inch display with the same design to last year's overall. The XS Max, a strange name for the iPhone, has about the same specs, same storage variants and same colors as the XS. The only thing is, it is a tad bit larger with 6.5 inches of display and has a slightly greater screen resolution. And it also costs $100 more than the XS. The iPhone XR is a toned-down variant of the XS. It does have a bigger display at 6.1 inches but sports a liquid retina panel, which is Apple's cool way of saying it's an LCD panel. It has a lower screen resolution and only a single 12-megapixel camera at the back, and it is what Apple's calling it the iPhone for everyone due to its cheaper price. But at the price of $750 for the baseline model of 64GB, it is hardly a budget phone. It may be a budget iPhone, but nothing close to budget of anything else. This is actually higher than what some of the premium Android smartphones cost. Continuing with the pricing, the price is directly proportional to the storage, meaning the more money you spend, the more storage you get. What bothers me here is that there is no 128GB version for the iPhone XS and XS Max. If you think 64GB is not enough, you will have to get the 256GB version, which costs $150 more. Now, I thought that the 128GB is the baseline model, but was disappointed. We don't know why Apple does what it does, yet we continue buying their products, and there's a good reason for that too. Now, this might sound very diplomatic. Am I hating on Apple or am I supporting it? But the fact is, Apple gives you that value for money. They're fast as they're expensive and their performance is near to unparalleled. Benchmark scores aside, you can use an iPhone and any Android flagship side by side, but the iPhone mostly beats the competition. However, their pricing is what gets them the negative reactions from many. The iPhone X pushed the boundary of what people would spend on smartphones, and they're not shying away now. And again, I'm not hating on Apple, but the things they do are very questionable. For example, in the keynote, Phil Schiller was going on about why they'd want a dual SIM setup after finally including dual SIM features on the iPhones. I mean, the world already knows that. We got that feature more than a decade ago, and now Apple is getting a lot of praise for including that feature this late. Whatever it is, the new iPhones are here, but I personally don't see anything exceptional in them. Well, of course, the A12 chips are the most powerful that are available right now, and they got sweet camera upgrades. But if you own an iPhone X, there's no reason to upgrade, is there? I bet they still are zippy fast and can click awesome pictures. However, you could upgrade to these new iPhones if you have anything below the iPhone X. As much as I say this for everyone, it is more truer in our case that is in Nepal. We don't have official Apple stores in Nepal, and GenNext, which is the official distributor, does price the iPhones pretty high, and it is true. The iPhone X, when it launched, cost $1,000 internationally, whereas it was available here for around $146,000. While Samsung Galaxy Note 9, which also costs $1,000 internationally, for the base 128GB model costs only $110,000 here. Yes, the Note 9 is expensive too, but in comparison to the iPhone X, it sounds like more than a bargain. And looking at the history, it is going to be the same for the new iPhones when they arrive in the Nepali market. Yes, the price for the iPhone X might drop, but the new iPhones will probably cost a fortune and will be priced ridiculously for the Nepali market. Think about it, I mean, iPhones are overpriced everywhere. Even in India, the price for the iPhone XS is expected to cost around 99,000 Indian rupees for the base model. You know what you can get for that price here? A Samsung Galaxy Note 9 and a OnePlus 6. And you know what it means? Even with the currency exchange rates between Nepal and India, the iPhone XS is bound to cost around 1,60,000 or more. Add the new no VAT return policy and 5% excise duty, I believe we're looking at no less than 1,70,000 pricing here for the iPhone XS. By mathematics, the iPhone XR should go for around 1,20,000 or 1,30,000, and I don't even want to speculate about the XS Max because I bet it'll cost no less than 1,80,000. Even with this heavy pricing, we don't get any kind of breakage insurance or a fast charger inside the box, and this is the reason why many iPhones we find in Nepal are from the grey market. Now, I'm not telling you not to buy an iPhone. As I already said, iPhones do have something going for them. I mean, they have one of the best cameras, the iOS ecosystem is very well optimized, they're very powerful, and the App Store gives you all the mainstream apps before Android does. In addition, iPhones feel like they don't age. Even the likes of iPhone 6 are receiving the latest iOS updates regularly while running them pretty well. But the same can't be said for the Android world. Updates stop at one point, and even though Apple admits to slowing down other iPhones when new ones come out, the sluggishness feels more present in older Android phones, don't you think? Apple products are expensive, we know, and the whole world knows about it, and this is the reason why nobody complains about their price tag anymore. And even if we do complain, who cares? Apple certainly doesn't. But the point is, all of this has led to exorbitant pricing in countries like ours, and what can we do about it? Nothing. I guess it's all in the hands of Gen X.